Hey, Doc, thanks for joining us today on a sad day. We wish we had a happier occasion to visit with you. Tommy obviously was a really impactful person in your life and in your career. Tell me about the impact specifically in becoming Dodger manager. How did his days with you, conversations you've had with him, benefit your current walk of life?
Yeah, I think for me, Maddie, HR, it was, this was a job, being named the Dodgers manager in 2016, and you look at Walt Alston and Tommy Lasorda, and Tommy loved the Dodgers. He loved baseball. And I think that for me, the bar couldn't have been set any higher as far as being named manager of the Dodgers because, when we talk about the Dodger way and generational and how you play the game, on the field, off the field, how you conduct yourself as players, coaches, I just, for me, and the passion that he exuded every single day, some a little too colorful, but there was always passion. And I think for me, that resonated with me. And I wanted our players, and I want that his legacy to live on through the community and the Dodger fans.
Hey, Doc, thanks for all for calling in. We appreciate it. Secondly, I want to ask you this. I'm sure with Tommy being the manager and the passion he had and the conversations you had to have had, he had to put your arm around your son time and go, son, what were you thinking right there? Here's what I would have done. I know that had to happen.
He, you know what? It's funny. A great memory I had is I think it was in 17 actually in the World Series where I was doing my pregame press conference, and he's in there yelling at me about I haven't done SHIT yet until I win a championship. And it was just so funny. It was just so Tommy, and it was great. And there was a lot of levity in the press room. But I'll tell you, man, he came into my office all the time in his little scooter and wheeled it in, his little 3-point turn. And he would get up, sit in a chair. And guys, he would put his arm around me all the time, tell me how much he loved me, how much he loved what I was doing, what we were doing. We're keeping him alive, and he's going to stick around to watch us win a championship. So this year he was there in Texas, and that's one of my proudest moments that we got to fulfill one of his dreams.
So, Doc, tell me about, because when you started your playing career with the Dodgers, Jim Tracy was the manager. Am I mistaken? You had a couple years with the Indians, you go to the Dodgers, and Jim Tracy was the manager. But Tommy was still very much an influential figure back then. What were your recollections of Tommy when you were playing for the Dodgers?
My recollection was spring training, Vero Beach. Doing extra work with Jack the Ripper, Jack Clark, and he was our hitting coach. And so after we've done about 45 minutes, hour of extra hitting on the field, here comes Tommy in his cart. He gets out and gets his jacket off and wants to throw BP, and all he could tell me was to snap it. So he ended up telling me I need to hit curveballs. So this guy threw another like 45 minutes of BP, and I was exhausted. I couldn't snap anything. And you guys know my game. I'm trying to go the other way, and Jack's telling me to go the other way. Maury's telling me to go the other way. And then here comes Tommy telling me I need to start pulling the ball more. I'm exhausted. But hey, man, this guy's a legend, and you do what Tommy says. So that's one of my fond memories. So it's one of those things that if he's there, he's ready to work, and he's not going to mince words.
Hey, last minute here. We got to let you go here. Lasting moment that you would say that to Dodger fans out there that so much endured Tommy, loved Tommy so much. What were the last things you'd say to that fan base?
I just think that. I think that we cannot ever forget the love he had for baseball in general, the Dodgers in particular, and win or lose, man, he bled Dodger blue and just continued to share that passion, that love, and let his legacy live on forever, man. Baseball is the greatest game in our country, and we've got to keep that going.
Doc, thanks for joining us, man. I mean, honestly, like, we haven't even had a chance to do a formal interview with you, congratulating you on winning a World Series title, and here we are talking on a sad occasion. But thanks for the time anyway. You're one of our favorites, man. Thanks for sharing some memories with us.
Thanks, guys. You guys are the best.